Oh, I'm going nuts! Look, I pulled all my hair out! I wanted to put on a crown, but that's all I found, and look, it won't stay in the middle of my head. The oceans are moving. I used a whole roll of toilet paper. This is my fourth one. I made all the corners wet. The corners of my eyes. 5, 10, 15. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125 times 5, the gateway. We don't talk about this because this is your 9 coming into 1. 5, 5, 5 is 15. 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 is 10 is 20. 25 and 15. 15 times 385, which is Hebrew leap year. 384, 385, and you link. 105, 70 times 1.5 is 105. 0 equals 6 is 165. 35 and 57, 75 is 1010 to 1010. 165, Aleph, the hand of God. 104, the code, and then we need 105 to connect the code. 55 by 105, 57 to 75, 35 by 165. The total is 90. The same 90 by 40, 360 degrees, and 9 by 4, and 9 plus 4. 9 by 4 is 36. It's the highest and the lowest. Why? Because you get a TH. The minute you get the 4, you have fourth, TH. It's first ST, second ND, third RD, AAA, fourth and fifth. What does it say? STAND RD ETH, standard death. 20 on the outside, connecting by 5 in the center. 5 times 5 is 25, 240, or 6 cycles of 40. 6 cycles becomes 9, 1.5. 6 equals to the 9, 1.5 multiplies. The 0 is a multiplier by 1.5, 1.5. It always was and it always will be. It's 1 1/4 and it's 1 1/2. Here's 1/4 of a quarter and this is 1 side of a half. The center is the passage. We need this to link the 4 sides. 5775 divided by 25 and 57 and 6,000, which is 15 times 15 more to create the circles and the Vexia Pius, or whatever you want to call that, time heaven. 4 and 6 are east and west at 28, 82 and 28, 10, 10. 2 and 8 is 10 and 16, 26, 26 is 52. 26, 25, 625 is a Mayan number, in which is 295 different from 25,920, which is the difference of 288 plus the 7th gate, 231, 240. This is the 10-day period of the Mayans. 10 days, 6 days, 1 day, and 3 days. Let's get a touchdown, an extra point, and a field goal, and we have landed on Earth. I don't know the final figure that I used before, but I wanted to show you where the clock works. Here's the V on the clock. We connect the clock, but now all we have to connect is the gateway and the birth. It's 15 and it's 10, and it also represents the words of Lovejoy. 84 is your Pluto. 91, 84, 7 days and 7 days and 7 days. This is October 8th. October 4th will say 88, and September 30th will say 91. So this is October 8th, 108, 36, 36, 36, 108. Add the border lines for the rows, here row and there a row. 108 becomes 110. 110 becomes 116. Add 1 to 16. You have a total of 136 or 613 laws of Moses. So this is what you get. 15 by 15 equals 225. 25 by 25 equals 625. The difference is the 400 years that Moses spent. Why? Because it's all calculated in time. Whether it happened here on this earth, or whether it happened somewhere else, whether it happened in your mind, it happened all together. The books that were written are all guidelines for a greater story. There was something to do with 2016. I'm not sure where that number is. If I lost that number, I did a video showing how the whiskers connect to 4 cubes. We connect this, we end up with 313 whisker, 313 whisker, and in between we do not count. That's a line coming in that redistributes to this cube, this cube, this cube, and this cube in all parts of the cube. This will come down into the next cube, but it still touches this cube. And it continues on. Levels, 45 degrees. Levels, 67 degrees. Levels, 90 degrees. The angle of the degree here, here, and here. 1 block by 2 blocks over. 1 block by 2 blocks up. 7 counts for 4. So when we run this deal over here, right? 7 counts for 4. 7 counts for 4 and 7 counts for 4. 28 the moon, 28 the moon, 28 the moon, 20, 40, 60, 84. And we now have Pluto that connects with Neptune and Mars, in which was reversed for Mercury and Birth that connects now to Earth in the low shoe transformation. I think that's all I really wanted to say right now. If you have any questions, go ahead. There's a lot of stuff really to talk about. There's one thing I wanted to mention. There is something that I did, and I didn't show where it is. It's Y2K. And I'm going to try and find where it shows up in my design. Y2K. Y2K. The Y2K, I'm very upset that I don't find it right now. I'm going to close this video and come back with a 30-second video and show you how the Y and E and the I and the L, which is she can, she could, how that all connects together because it's central, and then we divide the horns that connect the two sides, because inside the center there is no horn. It's the incoming we need to distribute. In the piano, 24th key is C, the cat. 26th is the dog. It becomes the E. That's the electric, where the where everything gets buried within the bone. If you come from the left to the right side of the piano, the 26th key is the F. That becomes the surf or the Seth, and this is where your reindeer gets connected. Somehow the light that enlightens you, because it comes in with an F. F supports G, then F, then E. This one is C, E, and F. Why? Because we're coming from right to left on the piano and left to right on the piano. 110 from 1111, 6666 divided by 11, 111, the twin towers. Maximum of 8, because the 9th goes into the center, is 880. 1991 plus 48 is a Porsche. 9 times the 28 moon and then 3 times the 28 moon represents what would say as the sky dog, the cat and the dog, the Fae. Santa Fe, New Mexico says cat and dog, and something to do with the movement of the moon. I don't really know the answer right now. Is there anything else inside of here? 1 cube equals 6. 2 cubes equals 6. 3 cubes equal 12, 18. But now the first cube equals to 6. 0, 6 equals 6 and 6 is 12 equals 3. Second cube equals to 12. 1 and 2 equals to 0, 3 equals to 63 equals to 9. The third cube comes to 18 equals to 0, 9 equals to 69 equals to 15 equals to 6. So we would end up with 6, 9, 3, regardless of what we say. The first cube is 6 and 4, 10. The second cube is the wings of Nibiru, 3 and 7, 10. And the fourth cube is the artificial intelligence, 9 and 1, 10. 9 minus 2, 3 plus 4. 2 and 4 is the cat. 6 plus 1, 3 plus 4, 9 minus 2. 2, 4, 1. This says the bad cat. Something to do with connecting into our mind, connecting that third cube that screws everything up. That's the way I see it. Now, where is that Y2K? I would like you to stay on with me. I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but what I do is I boggle my mind and try to find things that connect. Y2K. Here's your N. When you connect your N from one side, here's your incoming. The same spider web I showed you before. Here's your incoming. The N goes from one side to the next side. It crosses over. There's 3 angles. You can use 2 angles you can use on the M, and the backwards angle. These are not zeros. These are C's. A 1C here and a 1C here. We connect low, east, and west. The upper, this is the center. This is to the left. This is to the right. Does anybody see Y2K inside of this? Imagine this is the Y. The y is right over here. Here's the k. There's a k here, and there's a k here, and there's a k here, and there's a k here. 2k and 2k. This is y and 2k's and y and 2k's. Y2k. This ends up creating the cross on the angle. Or we have the 1 and 9. 9 is on the other side. When we do it this way, 9 is not on the other side. This one over here becomes 1. This becomes 5. This becomes 9 right over here. It's on the outside. In reality, it's where 4, 5, and 6 actually should be. 1, x, 1. Y2k. Forget about the one that I put in the middle, but if you take a look, if you take a good look, it's an x, 1x, 9, x1, 11. Y2k stands for 9, 11. 11, 11, 11 equals 13, 31. And inside here is your 13 and 31. And all I drew is the k. The word NEW is right over here. Would you like me to draw it for you while we're watching? Here's your N. Here's the N. Here's the N backwards. Here is the E letter. Are we going to go? Here is the Greek way of doing the E letter, right over here. N-E, and then connected to the E is this W over here. Here's this. Here's your E, and here's your E, and then upside down over here, or your W, whichever way you want to look, it would be V. Nueve, friend. NEW says new, NEW says new at the same time. This is your delta angle. Okay, these, okay, really would end up having, I don't even want to do it. I'm going to do it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what happens is it's this. So when you see the V at one point and the round at the other point, you would say, is that a heart? And I would say, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do it again. And then we're going to do it again. And now if we take a look, how do we create our heart? We would do it one more time at the same thing. The heart that breaks apart, the teardrop, this would show one side. What does this do? I'm not sure. Are these the two eyes that come in there? Maybe. Is this the little nose that comes in there? Maybe. Do we now come around and connect this together? We put a mouth inside of it over here, and we end up with whatever we do. Everything turns into animals. Everything turns into another picture. Everything turns into something. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I would like to tell you that I come out here and I do the best that I do. I don't try, I do. Whatever the result is in here. Tomorrow, I might say something that will reflect today even greater than it was today. But if I do not come on and do this, I will not see my mistakes. If I don't see my mistakes, how can I correct something that hasn't happened yet? Raphael at 1331. It's crazy. Raphael, 1331. Tomorrow is day 90. I made a mistake. Today is day 89. The day before, wow. Yesterday was day 88. Today is day 90. Tomorrow's day 91. No. Today is day 89. Yesterday was 88. Oh my God, it was my reverse birthday. I didn't even know it. Oh my God. March 29th is my reverse birthday. That's 11 and 03. Oh my God, that's 9/11. 03 the month equals 63 equals 9. The 29th is 11. 9/11 was yesterday. Plus my aunt, her original birthday is 100 today on the 90th day. 40 times 90 is 36. 41 times 90 is 3690. Let me calculate that. 90 times 47. No. 3760 divided by 90 equals 3760 divided by 90, 4177. That's crazy. That's exactly when I ended up in the hospital. 90 times 44. 90 times 40 equals, I'm missing 160 here. I forget what the calculation is. I think it was 47 times 80. Yeah, 47 times 80 is 3760. Anyways, I can't go on anymore. We're going to stop this video. It's way too long. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Here's one of my next designs I'm going to be making, where I remove the heart. I'm not putting my lines are not going to be like on the floor. Those lines is because I brought everything to the heart. In this one, I'm going to go all around the heart and divide my colors by squares and triangles. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.